everybody, welcome back. It's been a while since I've been in front of a camera, actually talking in front of the camera to say. I am actually doing my Genera Kael cosplay, and I'm redoing it, and I'm actually doing it with real armor. So I have a Renaissance Fair that's coming up at the end of the month, so today is July 30th, 2022, and I am going to try to harvest my old one and redo this one and make it a little more functional, more realistic, and more accurate, just because my attention to detail is crazy and drives me nuts, and that's what I do. But I actually even got old school resources for anything, comic book references, because there's not very much to go on with Genera Kael other than this, figure wise and everything else. So I made a little planogram of everything just to kind of see how things go, and I did a little bit on a rivet just to see what I need to get, and I did some shopping already, so I did some, pre-assembly, not pre-assembly, but a prequel of what's to come. So you'll see what I did here for the buckles that's on this, along with reviews of me unboxing these from where I bought them from and everything else. And you'll probably see that little drilling video and one of the sides here as this is falling. But yeah, so I will do my best to not talk as much and just kind of oversee the process of what I'm doing with everything again. And here comes the Genera Kael 2.0 build. Black, nice and oiled, so there's no rust on you. Some chips on the side here, but the saying goes, a knight in shining armor has an armor not fully tested. So, all right. There, should the same. And again, these are the Mark Ward Greaves brown. That's not right. That was really darker. Unless they call it browning. But if you want, it's the maker of it. Talk about like the crease being on the middle like this, but I don't really see that being that big of a deal. The pictures make it look a lot worse. Like, granted, when you see it, you do see it, but I don't think the pictures do just for it. But like I said, once this gets cleaned up, I'm going to be weathering them, adding them on, all that fun stuff. So once these get cleaned up a little bit, I'll definitely do a test run, but there's too much oil on them at the moment. As a matter of fact, off screen here, I am giving myself some shop rags, just because, for how loose it is, greasy it is. As I'm knocking things over in my shop here. Show you just kind of how much oil these things have. Yeah, how much oil is on these things. This is the black leather warrior helmet. I guess that could come in handy. Somewhat kind of thin leather. Nothing to really hold it in there, so that's going to be interesting to see what I can come up with. Now, the fun part. Let's see how it looks. You know, honestly, probably when I put the Aventail on this thing, the weight of it, when we pull up, obviously this is going to disappear. I'll either try to see if I can take the stitches off of this, or I'll just cut it off and just leave that there. And then when I adjust the helmet, hopefully I'll get a good idea of where I'm going to be at. But so far, I mean, it's pretty comfortable. I'll probably have a strap obviously to keep it in place. The nice thing is, it's kind of like Genera Kael, except I know his is more of a fitted, all the way around kind of thing. But it's really hard to tell to see how the helmet looks. You only get one good scene with it with his helmet up, so I guess we'll find out.
Looking at the stitching, it figures the triangular stitching. If I can talk straight, excuse me.
Allergies, welcome to spring. But again, triangular cut and stitched on top of squared stitching. So simple helmet to kind of make that anyone that's actually good with stitching or even leather working can probably make this. I'm not there yet, but we shall see. Because I'm even looking at, again, the pictures online does not really do justice for it. I thought there might be something a little bit more in here, but that's probably why they gave you the foam. This is like old, I would call it like bed foam. But if I could maybe pull this off, I'll be okay. And I might leave that from the brow a little bit just because. Less work for me to do. It does look like there's some gluing to it, so I'm pretty sure it won't cause damage to it. But I'll find out once I start kind of piecing things together. With that being said, just to show that I know I will be keeping this, and I am using my code in. So, battle. All right, round two. Decided to have a little more room here and more camera angles and all that stuff, so let's see how it goes. This is that fake leather Viking type thing they sell on Amazon. Wow, that is a lot chintzier than I thought. I don't know how this is even going to fit. This is that thing that I bought. Someone had a picture of it, and it was that full leather. This is a little disappointing, but I don't know, I'll have to find out to see how this is going to work out. The full leather. It's like almost like the back would probably be, it's exactly the same thing. I almost feel like I could just reverse it and just use the back and not even use the front at all. Now, that's a little discouraging. I'm gonna have to play around with that and see how it even fits. Because if anything, I'll just go ahead and trace this and send it back. Not for this price. I don't know. I mean, it's flexible, so it has potential, but we'll find out. Like I said, exactly the same thing. Like, it's literally the same exact cutout. You just stapled it in there, and the price that we paid for it, that's pretty, oof, not too thrilled. I mean, the overall design's kind of cool on it, but the overall vibe of this, I don't know. That's gonna be interesting to see. But moving on, we have an eBay find. Yeah, I don't have my Conan sword. So I deal with my Dollar Tree scissors. This is a good find. I got paid not very much for this, so I was happy about it. But let's see what condition this really is in. Pictures say 1,000 words. This is actually from a medieval gauntlet kind of setup, which in reality, all it is a welding glove with like pieces to it, which is fine, but I'm definitely going to be taking these off. All they are is pop riveted on there, so I just gotta pull those off carefully, keep this piece, and then figure out what's going on with it. But I only paid $28 for this versus it being $70, so I really can't complain there on that. And then I'll probably get rid of this piece, and I'll get the leather strap on there and try to, oh god, it is kind of steel, so we'll see what happens. But for being a real gauntlet, yeah. But, and if I mess up, I have backup. Well, that being concluded, now I'm going to go figure out what's going on with this so-called fake leather vest piece. So, yeah, wish me luck. Chapter 3 or 4, another package. My pauldrons. I bought these from Amazon instead of Medieval Collectibles, just because I thought this got here sooner, but it didn't. And then I had to rethink everything for my curse chest piece. So, this package smells terrible.
kind of funny how when I built mine, not really knowing how everything worked. How to haul armory stuff. I learned that. I don't have it memorized yet, but still a learning process. That's what I'm like. Oh yeah. Like I said, some modifications. I probably will paint these to give it more of a weathered look. And I'll find out exactly which one's left or right. Doesn't really say, but I'm gonna say that this is left because it has that little piece. Again, I don't know what they're called, but more to come with that. I like the idea of this. I probably will drill through things, get the spikes on there. I have no idea what I'm going to do with the spikes or what I'm going to make them with. Caught that. Be a squire. But overall, I got to think a little more detailization if this camera's picking it up or if this as well. Simple fact that when I built mine, I just didn't really know how to make it. But then when you see the backside of everything, all of this is leather riveted together to hold them in place. So I give myself props for being on point with something. The whole entire riveted areas of this, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know if I'm going to remove them, if there's going to be another hole, unless I fill it, paint it, Mondo or something. I don't know yet. So that's something to think about and discuss. But alright, that wraps up for this chapter. Next is going to be, like I said, if I say it correctly, the Chorus. And I'm going to, after that, start rebuilding Genera Kael 2.0.
Alright, one more box, one more piece of armor. It's like diving in the scene, or diving into the box like from Christmas Story. Do you know what this is? Alright, for the review of this, again, not too bad. I felt like the sanding grinding area here, it's not as dark as like the other pieces of armor, which I'll probably do a comparison of all the armor, how it looks. Lightweight, which is kind of nice because for what I'm doing for the Genera Kael 2.0. As for it fitting, this is an extra large. Fits right below the belly cut here, which is good because I'm going to have the dragon scale pieces. And again, this size is, just to confirm, it is an extra large. So it gives me plenty of movement to actually move around versus my last one. So yeah, I'm well worth money and quite excited, and a lot better than that other piece that I bought. Good God. But yeah, next I would say is getting ready to build Genera Kael 2.0.